He was much sicker than we were told. His oxygen level, his blood oxygen level was 86. That's really, really low.
Those should have triggered an immediate admission to Walter Reed without hesitation. I mean,
And
the
and
president was in danger of dying.
He was, talking about how he had lost all of his muscle strength, according to Meadows.
They were so worried about the president that they sought approval and delivery for this experimental therapy because they feared for the president's life.
It's unbelievable to me that Mark Meadows is putting this in a book for which I presume he got paid after he did not tell the truth to the public over and over about this last year.
We have a president that is not only on the job, will remain on the job. He has mild symptoms as we look at that.
We know that Donald Trump has a problem with the truth. This has been established over and over again. Mark Meadows also has a problem with the truth.
But now Mark Meadows is coming clean with a book that says, among other things, Donald Trump nearly died. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. The headlines related to Trump's battle with COVID are stark. Trump's blood oxygen level in COVID bout was dangerously low, former aide says. Mark Meadows, Mr. Trump's former chief of staff, said in his new book that the weakened president's blood oxygen level reached 86 in a harrowing fight against the coronavirus. Meadows' book, titled Chief's Chief, is now on sale. He promotes, among other things, Donald Trump's false claims about the 2020 election and attacks the news media. Meadows also reveals previously undisclosed details about the former president's medical condition in October of 2020. Meadows describes being told by the White House physician that Mr. Trump's blood oxygen levels had dropped to a dangerously low level. The medical team urged Meadows to get Mr. Trump to leave the White House and go to Walter Reed Hospital. Meadows recounts walking into Mr. Trump's private White House residence and seeing him in a t-shirt. Quote, "It was the first time I had seen him in anything other than a golf shirt or suit jacket. Mr. Trump had red streaks in his eyes. His hair was a mess from the hours he'd spent getting Regeneron in bed." Regeneron, of course, is the antibody infusion the president had received. The president initially resisted leaving the White House, according to Meadows, prompting the chief of staff to intensify the plea. Quote, "It's better that you walk out of here today under your own strength, your own power, than for me to have to carry you out on a gurney in 2 days." Trump relented. On the walk out to his helicopter, Meadows said Mr. Trump had planned to carry a briefcase. But the president had lost so much strength, Mr. Trump couldn't lift it and walked to Marine One carrying nothing. At the hospital, Mr. Trump was treated with experimental drugs and oxygen, something the Trump physicians initially denied.
Yeah, he's not on oxygen
But did he receive
today.
any on, did he receive any on Thursday?
And he's, what's today, Saturday?
Saturday.
No, Thursday.
Okay, so no Thursday,
He-
no Friday, no Saturday. That's fine.
So
that was why we were confused.
Thursday, no oxygen, none at this moment. Yeah, and yesterday with the team, while we were all here, he was not on oxygen.
Eventually, the doctors admitted they did give Mr. Trump oxygen, but said they didn't want to reveal that initially for fear of alarming the public. Mark Meadows gives the same explanation for why he downplayed Mr. Trump's real condition. To be clear, it's not unusual for politicians and their teams to lie about health issues, particularly close to an election. And nobody should be surprised that Mr. Trump and his team would lie. They did so repeatedly. But let the record reflect that Donald Trump, who will always be associated with more than 425,000 U.S. COVID deaths on his watch, came close to being one of those fatalities himself. According to his own chief of staff and medical experts, Trump's medical condition was precarious and far worse than his own staff was willing to acknowledge until now.